Hello everyone, welcome to SKETCHONOMICRON. I am Shelves from Hot Pencil, and in today's episode I am going to be drawing the Moon Presence from Bloodborne. The way I picked the monster to draw in this episode is by going to the previous episode, checking out the comments, and the persons whose comments has the most reaction or the comment which is trending, I'm gonna draw any monster in that comment. First, I want to say thank you to all who participated in the video and got involved in making this next video a thing, and congratulations Mr. Clean, and I really hope I please you with those sketches and also some of the facts that I'm gonna share with you guys in this SKETCHONOMICRON. Now, something I want to make very clear, this is not going to be a lore intensive video. This is pretty much me drawing, a time-lapse of my drawing, and me sharing some very simple facts about this creature and talking about some other things I've discovered throughout researching the Moon Presence. Now, I haven't played Bloodborne yet, never played the game, semi-interested in it because of the aesthetic. I really like the Victorian aspect of this horror-based RPG. I love the weapons, I love the guns. Some of the most prominent facts about the Moon Presence is you can only face him after you defeated the first hunter, German. You refuse his offer and then you defeat him, and right after you defeat him, if you have consumed 1/3 of umbilical cords. Side notes, umbilical cords are pretty much items you get after you defeat certain boss throughout the game. If you consume 1/3 of those umbilical cords, you will gain enough insight and enough awareness to basically see the Moon Presence. The other thing I want to talk about is the imagery, the look of the monster, the way the character design and everything. Now, one of the most prominent and the most interesting feature about this monster is the face of this monster. It is, to me personally, it looks like somebody just glued pieces of the moon to the face of the monster, and I really like that. There's no eyes, no nose, no mouth, nothing, no facial features at all. When you look at how the ribs are just weird looking, there are too many ribs for his rib cage, and the way they are positioned like spikes, I think that's a really cool idea. It's like you can clearly see there's something extremely twisted with this creature by just looking at the middle abdomen of this creature. There's the long and deformed arms. They're extremely long. The long fingers. I always like bony fingers in creatures. You know, those kind of creatures that have meat on their body, some muscle, yet they're not extremely fat or extremely muscular. And one of the things that kind of irritates me as I was drawing this creature for this SKETCHONOMICRON was the amount of tentacles the Moon Presence has on his head. When you're sketching a character, you want to show all those really cool features about the character, and because the creature has so many tentacles, I had to be a little bit careful with how I draw them, because I want to draw them in such a way they're not hiding those really cool features I'm talking about, but at the same time I want to draw them where they're gonna feel a bit natural and more organic into the piece. So that was one obstacle I had with the first one. The second one is very easy for me because I just did it with a symmetry tool. Now, concerning the lore of the Moon Presence, I am going to talk about something that throughout reading a Wikipedia article about some lore and trivia of this really cool creature that I was kind of thinking about. You know how, you guys know how in Bloodborne, the whole game, the whole thing you're doing, they're taking place in a dream, specifically a hunter's dream. You're literally passed somewhere on a bed with foam in your mouth and flies flying and everything. It's like you're on a trip, like a drug trip, and you're basically just sitting there, and then you're in your head, in your dream, you are fighting all those monsters. And what I wanted to ask you guys is, if the Moon Presence is running the dream, I think in a sense, this is gonna be some sort of a stretch for me here, but I think in a sense the Moon Presence represent the fact that we ourselves, we do not control what we dream. Like when you go to bed and you dream about things, yes, you're gonna dream about things you're worried about. You're gonna dream about things that happened to you just last week, but you do not control on what circumstances you're gonna dream those things and how you're gonna see it. You're not gonna control what time of the day it is. You're not gonna control where it is you're seeing yourself. So in a sense, the moon presence is kind of responsible for making those decisions for you. And in real life, what is responsible for somebody's dream and what they are dreaming about, and what is mainly the main reason they're dreaming those things, is their subconscious. So to an extent, the moon presence it's not only representing a person's imagination, it is also their subconscious. It is a level of imagination where the person imagining those things, this world, this Bloodborne world, this Victorian world, the player is in, they don't even realize that they had those imageries in their head. They don't even realize they had those ideas in their head. It is their subconscious. And I really like this about Bloodborne. The fact that it's much more than just, here's a giant monster, go defeat him and destroy this. No, it's much, much more than this. And I really, really like that. Now I'm a bit interested in playing Bloodborne, but I'm a bit broke and I'm gonna wait for a sale. But I'm definitely want to get into this world and to experience it for myself because it's awesome. Now this is pretty much all I want to share on this monster. This is an idea I had. I would really like to hear from you guys. What you think of my interpretation of the moon presence? Do you think there's a lot of places I've been wrong, or do you think there's a lot of places I've been right? Do you agree with me? Do you want to add something? I would really like to see it in the comment section down below. Other than, you know, suggesting monsters for the next episode, I would really like to see you guys getting into this, because quite frankly, the moon presence lore, the moon presence, the informations there is in the game, and even after reading multiple Wikipedia articles, I'm still having trouble understanding some of the stuff, such as the runes, and the similarity between the communion, where you know Jesus gave his disciples his body, the bread actually, and the wine, and he said this is his body, and he washed them of all sins. And in Bloodborne, you had to consume umbilical cords. It's much more disgusting than a piece of bread, but it is still consuming the body of a great one, of an old god. Rather than it washing your sins, it actually gives you the awareness. Or is it just because it washes you of your sins, you are able to perceive those old gods? There's a lot of questions I have about this, and I want to dig even deeper, but I didn't want to take too long, because yeah, it was gonna be a lot longer. Like, the video was gonna take a lot longer for me to produce, so I decided to post it right now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I enjoyed making it, apart from recording it, because I was having some trouble, some self-esteem trouble with my voice, and I did my best in this. And if my best is not enough for you, my dear monster lovers, know that I will always try my best next time and to get even better than now. So please subscribe to the World of Monsters. And just as you're checking out the comment, I am going to comment down there, and this is my YouTube channel, the Shelves Hot Pencil. Please go check me out. Share some love with me, guys. I really need it right now. Ciao, folks.